Hello, this is April from LearnDoBecome.com, and welcome to audio number 3. We want you to be organized so you can be a happy human. I'm putting this third audio together as a reminder to myself, and I hope it will help you as well. There are some common human tendencies that often cause a lot of pain, and I'm just going to mention 2 of them here. One is that in our minds, we plan or expect more of ourselves than is humanly possible. Another is that we demand perfection of ourselves and others. And if it can't be perfect, we think it can't, shouldn't, or won't happen at all. If you don't struggle with these 2 tendencies, then I'm guessing there's someone close to you who does. So I'm going to offer a few ideas today that will hopefully be helpful. Let's start with the first tendency, expecting more of ourselves than is humanly possible. Do you ever feel like you need to do every project and task and idea at the same time? Do you ever make a super long list in the morning and then you think, okay, if all the stars align today, there's a chance I could get all of this done? Have you ever thrown your hands in the air at 9 a.m. because the morning was off and then you didn't get to your required checkpoint by that time of day? So then all your plans for the rest of the day were pretty much ruined, and you were pretty sure that it was someone else's fault, but deep down you're blaming yourself because you should have known to create more buffer and not to expect so much. But how can you stop caring? Or should you just erase all your goals? Or should you just stop trying in general? Because life would be a whole lot easier if you didn't set any goals or didn't care about anyone or didn't try to make something better out of life, right? Okay, I feel the pain, genuinely. This morning even. If you're wondering, how does she know what's inside my head? It's because that's what's inside my head sometimes. Okay, let's pause for a moment and look at what we know. The desires that caused us to make those checklists in the first place were good. Our energy, love, hopes, and dreams are a gift. Some days will go well. The stars will align. We'll get things done almost effortlessly, and we'll feel in the zone. And we'll think, okay, now we're cooking on the front burner. That's my mom's phrase, what she used to say. But other days, and I might add most days, there are going to be bumps and detours, like a family member might need extra time with us. We'll get a phone call that requires our immediate attention. Something will break, someone won't be able to do what they said they would, a random decision will yield unexpected results, we'll come down with an illness, we'll inadvertently offend someone, or maybe something really big will happen on a state, national, or global level, and we'll need to adjust our course. Because we are all human, and because we are all living in a world that is full of the unexpected, we need a system for organizing that supports that. We need a system that allows us to give ourselves and others grace. We need a system that we can turn to and quickly edit so we can breathe again. We need a system that works with all the beauty and frustration of family life, something that takes the weight off our shoulders and reaffirms that all those good intentions we had don't need to land in a driveway bonfire. You know you've wanted to have one. If you have ever ripped up a list, deleted everything off your calendar, or stood in the middle of the kitchen or office or some room in your house and said, "That's it, we're canceling everything," then this is for you. Whenever I'm feeling this way, these are the principles that actually help me. I'm just going to share 3 here. First is quickly manage the necessary. I did this morning. Check the calendar, which you will have created in your command central to be very open, yet comprehensive and simple. Scan your list for the day, which you'll have totally organized and streamlined to see what has to be done, and renegotiate those things as swiftly as possible. There usually aren't that many things in a day that can't be renegotiated. And yes, it's a pain to reschedule and rework and replan, but it's okay if it only happens once in a while. All right, second, step back and look at and renegotiate the bigger picture of what projects and routines are actually on your plate. You'll have a tiered, focused project list and a very basic list of routines. And chances are that you've either made your projects too big, or you're actually working on hidden projects that never got recorded, but which are weighing heavily on your mind. And there's a simple way to fix that inside the project management structure of your Command Central. This is actually what I did this morning, and I'm feeling so much better. As you look at your routines, you'll be able to see where perhaps you've given yourself 6 hours of daily routine tasks when you really only have somewhere between 2 to 3 hours to fit those in. And that's where we implement the multiple choice perfect day, which means you pick and choose from an ideal routines list each day, and you consider that hodgepodge of activities to be, quote, perfect. Or you step back and fully edit your routines list so your brain can function on a human level and be good with that. Third is get some rest. Honestly, this is the main reason why I love my Command Central. When you feel behind, frustrated, angry, or confused about why you can't seem to pull it all together, it's usually because you're exhausted. You've been working long hours, supporting all the people and the causes that are dear to your heart, trying to take care of yourself in the process so you can get the nutrition and exercise and time in the restroom that you need, all while exhibiting more patience and self-control than you thought you had. You're tired. You need sleep or downtime at least, or a break from all that's weighing on you. But so often we can't rest because our minds are spinning. When you appropriately use your Command Central, you can stop the spinning and get a really good nap. Now let's talk briefly about perfectionism. We all love the idea of that perfectly finished project, the perfectly clean room, the perfectly raised family, the perfectly growing business, or the perfect schedule that leaves you refreshed and grateful at the end of the day. And I love the fact that we have goals and intentions to create something beautiful. And those ideal images in our minds can be highly motivating. But the step system and the whole process of utilizing a Command Central isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about getting in motion and moving in the right direction. We feel paralyzed when we think every aspect of life is either, quote, go big or go home. I personally despise that phrase because as I have worked with hundreds of thousands of people over the last decade, I've seen what happens when we simply take the next best step and create that minimum viable product. For example, when building a Command Central, we don't suggest you go out and buy a bunch of expensive office items or digital tools. We recommend you start with what you already have or something really simple and inexpensive so you can easily pivot if necessary, and then you'll know what you are actually going to use when the time comes to build your permanent setup. I love the pictures our members share of things like empty cereal boxes or random containers from the garage that have been transformed into their first Command Central. The pictures are usually accompanied with something like, not perfect, but it's a start, and I couldn't be more proud of them. Or take this audio series you're listening to right now. I had plans for 10 audios. Then I went down to 8. Then after a really frustrating morning today, which followed a night last night that had very little sleep, I decided I'm just going to make it 3. That's why I'm so happy. This is my last one. Okay, now I could add more later. I could do more in the future if that's what makes sense. But if I lived by that mantra, go big or go home, I wouldn't be here with you at all. When you know how to streamline your lists, when you know how to identify next actions, when you know how to focus your mind on the essentials because you have a solid, seamless system that actually helps you do that, you're going to see your dreams actually happen. not in one fell swoop, not because the stars aligned every single day for you or because every task got completed perfectly. Your dreams are going to start becoming your reality because you're going to learn how to take doable steps forward, how to renegotiate your routines and projects and tasks when things don't go as planned, and how to build on your past successes little by little. I hope you can feel how passionate I am about this. Because honestly, I am such a human. And this morning when I was feeling frustrated and just thinking, I just can't do it all. I can't balance everything. I can't go without sleep and then record all these audios. Do all this technical work and all the stuff that needs to happen behind the scenes for this website. And then when I was kind of at that low point, I thought, wait, hang on, April. This is why you have a Command Central. This is why you're teaching it. So I used my own Command Central, my own system, to help me get back. And that's why I'm here talking to you now. The world is full of people and systems and messages that, as well-intentioned as they are setting us up for failure. Anytime our humanness feels like a weakness, we are following the wrong programming. When we really step back and look at what matters, it's the human part of life. It's snuggling on the couch with our loved ones at the end of the day, laughing with friends as we tell stories from the past, celebrating milestones like birthdays and anniversaries and graduations, cheering the people we love as they go through sickness and loss, comforting friends and family members who feel down and reminding them of the value they bring to the world, lifting strangers who somehow came within our circles of influence, and doing something with our lives that makes the burdens of others just a little lighter. The most beautiful moments of life are the human moments. So why do we get so frustrated with ourselves when we encounter the realities of a human existence? And it's not that I believe a Command Central can solve every challenge in the world, but my goodness, it makes a big difference when your head has a tangible way to keep up with the desires of your heart. Okay, that's the end of this 3-part audio series. It might have more parts in the future, but I am sending my love to you as a fellow human traveler who is also trying to figure out how to achieve that ideal balance as I work toward my goals. And I don't come to you in a state of flawlessness. I come to you as one who is openly flawed, but who has learned that it's absolutely possible to get out of that overwhelm and feel calm and peaceful and joyful so we can use our beautiful, powerful, admittedly finite human lives to truly do what matters most. Okay, if you want to see all the audios, if you just randomly found this one, you're like, what are we even doing here? Go to learndobecome.com/start today. Or my husband also wanted me to create learndobecome.com/crush it. They go to the same page that's on our website. Okay, if you go there, you can see all 3 of our audios. And I'm not going to make any other promises what you're going to find on that page. Oh, wait, I made the page last night. I just might be adding to it, but I might not. Okay, on the page, there's 3 ways you can participate in our 4 weeks to finished. This is a program that we have here at Learn to Become. So 4 weeks to finished is our official program. You can work with me and the team for 4 weeks, build your Command Central. It's going to be awesome. Or if you want to be in our step self-study or step mastery program, there's 8 modules and we have a 1-month plan for you that you could go through it. And in 4 weeks, you could have your full Command Central built going through the program. Or if you want to play along at home, you're like not ready to go into a program yet, we have links to some podcasts and videos and resources here at Learn to Become. So you could say, okay, I'm going to set up these 4 weeks as a time to get myself organized, start building the foundations, and then maybe we'll see you in the future in one of our programs. We're just grateful for the chance to serve you, to help you build momentum. Thanks for being here with me. I feel like I'm finally just talking to friends, and I haven't felt that way this whole time that I've been here at Learn to Become. I kind of felt like I was just talking to a bunch of strangers, but now I feel like I'm talking to friends, and I really appreciate you and just value all that you bring to the world, and I hope I can be a support to you. Okay, take care.